All right, ladies and gentlemen.
And we're back.
You're joining Fark live stream comedy show. Starring
Featuring
Drew, Christine, Dill, and me, your announcer, Lucky Yanks. Tonight's guests, Christine's weird job. Probably a dog.
Yeah.
Animals unknown, and more tales of Texas-based woe.
And a chicken nugget.
And one chicken nugget. Oh,
Where'd the rest
the
of
last
them go?
chicken nugget. Imagine this. Imagine this scenario. That's the last chicken nugget on Earth, and everybody's fighting for it. Christine has it.
I have it. It's mine.
The last nugget. Nobody steal that. Write it in the big book and put the date down, Christine.
Oh.
The last nugget.
The last nugget. I can see that being a movie.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The very last chicken nugget that exists, and everybody fucking wants it.
Yeah.
Oh.
But they only have like 48 hours before it just goes bad and it becomes a rock.
Yeah.
Crossover with Snowpiercer.
Rich people hire gangs of marauders
There's
to try to
one
get it.
vehicle over an apocalyptic landscape
Yeah,
driving this nugget around.
There's one nugget on the train.
It's like that's the religion is the nugget.
It's in a box, and then they open it.
Yeah, the last nugget, the Church of the Holy Nugget.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I like.
I'd
watch it.
That'll be my new church service, the Church of the Holy Nugget. The one true chicken nugget.
I would pray to that.
I mean, who wouldn't? Everybody loves it.
You get baptized in sauce.
But finding the one perfect one, no one's ever attained.
Yeah. Hey, remember that?
We have to come together, people, to create the one perfect chicken nugget. We can't do
did
this
that-
alone in our kitchens.
There was that AI generated commercial from KFC where they were baptizing people in gravy.
Yeah, man, that was fucking great.
Yeah.
They should have just ran that as an ad. I would have gone to that church.
Yeah, they should have, just because, why not? I mean,
yeah. As ridiculous as it was, it will put people in your restaurant.
Yep. Boy, the chat's rolling today. I just looked over there. They're all like,
It's all about chicken nuggets.
They're not even watching us.
They're going to be a dino nugget
Doing their own thing.
or a state-shaped nugget.
Yeah.
Some say the perfect nugget is impossible.
Nugget.
Yep. Jesus burned on the crust. That's good. Yeah. Jesus hasn't appeared on toast in a while. I wonder what's up.
Because he's spending too much time hanging with the Nuggets, baby.
He's too busy sending tornadoes to Kentucky.
We haven't been looking at Nuggets hard enough.
Yeah, you're right.
For his visage.
That is a fact. We need to look at nuggets a little harder.
Christine's already tired and bored.
Oh, Ox 45. Yeah, somebody wake Christine up. There you go. Play her music.
There we go.
There, now we're
that
better.
music winds her up.
Yeah, man. Whenever Christine checks out, there we go. That's our saving music.
Yeah. Ox 45 Tallboy is I do have a Skibbity Toilet article. It's gonna come later though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, he's still making headlines. That head is still making headlines.
Still makes no sense. Still making headlines.
They sell toys of that guy at Target.
I know.
I went to buy one of those toilets to have on the show, and it's like $50. So guess
exactly, because
I did
fucking
not
the
buy
kids
that.
want it. Yeah, that's the parents gotta buy it so the kids will shut the hell up.
Yeah.
I think you could buy a real toilet for $50.
Yeah.
Well, not anymore.
Human head thrown in for nothing.
Yeah, it's like a free head.
Put your own human head in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all got those lying around. Good times. Well, hey, we should jump into the news because there's a lot of stuff.
Do it.
I got a fun one to lead off with. Let me find my damn button.
Find the button.
Find it. There we go. That's what she said.
Elon Musk gets rattled by hard questions he can't answer. He calls an interviewer an NPC while giving one-word NPC-like responses himself.
Good job, Elon. Good job.
But he's only wearing one hat. So
I like also that he's like what is he my age? He's taking he's adopting every hip Gen Z term, but he's like always months behind.
Yeah, well, and also
Like-
like I mean, yeah, he's 50. Like, what? Just
Yeah, like fucking calling somebody an NPC is so old. Like it had already had its run, but he's just starting to get into it. He's such a dork. God, the guy is such a dork. Stop following him, America.
Yeah, seriously, get over there. Hey,
He's such a dork.
He controls our data. We have to follow him.
No, we don't.
else.
Fucking turn it off. Let's shoot those things out of the sky. Fuck a Skynet lab thing, whatever he's got.
see him fly over Kentucky, they'll knock those out of the air.
Yeah, you think his golden dome is going to be any good? No.
Yeah,
Be as good as a Cybertruck.
pretty
It's
much.
good as a golden shower, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, actually, I don't know. What are you talking about?
Talking to you.
Anyway, so you could thank this next segment for you can thank Trevor for this. So Trevor did the live stream a few times back in the early days, and I actually saw him up over the weekend because he's getting married, and so I went to his wedding reception in Western Iowa, which is nothing going on out there in Western Iowa.
Hey, come on. They probably got some farms.
Yeah, they got farms, but other than that,
Storms.
Maybe some windmills.
Storms,
A lot
they
of
got
storms
dust
whip through.
Yeah,
A lot of
lots
weather.
dust storms. Yeah, in fact, I ran into a dust storm while I was out there, and it started raining, and it rained mud on my car.
Yeah.
I hope it was mud.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you
Anyway,
hope.
so Trevor was texting me about this because he was kind of asking about. There's another article in the sort of stream. He's like, "What is this thing?" And I said, "Well, it looks like to me it's." Well, I told him what I thought it was, and then I dug into it because I thought this might make an interesting subject for like how I view the news. And oh man, and then it turned into a rabbit hole. So let's just kick this off with the
Let's
first.
do it.
Here we
go down
this rabbit
go.
Here we go. So on Monday, Elon Musk was at a conference where he was interviewed by an intelligent British journalist
Mm.
who asked him, "Why does your shit not work?" Over and over and over again, different versions of that. And
Yeah.
eventually he got mad because, you know.
You are an NPC. Bleep, blop,
Yeah.
bleep,
And
bop,
so-
boop, bop, boop.
Yeah, that's basically what he says. I actually got the video. I'll show you in a second. But so what happened was that so I did. This is not the first article I saw. I'll show you the first article next. But anyway, so I went and looked at this conference because I'm like, so this must have been fun. So I actually found the part where he does this. So let's watch Elon Musk cutting somebody down.
You've talked about $4 billion a day being saved, but that won't get, which is, and I think everyone can agree that combating waste and inefficiency in government is a very good thing. But if you add that up, it's not going to get to 2 trillion over the lifetime of Doge.
Here's the glitch.
I'm sorry.
The 4 billion a day
I'm sorry.
is going to run till next July is not going to get you to.
He does it
$2
again here in a
trillion.
second.
Dollars.
You're gonna watch.
He's reprogramming
You still
himself.
say it's your aim, so we'll take that as read.
There's what Doge. I mean, I feel you're somewhat trapped in the NPC dialogue tree of a traditional journalist.
What?
What's
It's
that?
when
What?
Yeah.
I'm conversing with someone who's trapped in the dialogue tree of a conventional journalist because it's like talking to a computer. Doge is
Anyway, whatever he says next doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of bullshit. Is he just probably barfs out a word salad that means absolutely nothing?
Yeah.
Which is what he
What?
does most of the time.
Mhm.
What
Yeah,
is
that.
that? That is not a human being talking. That is some
Oh
kind
yeah,
of
No, he's
either a
he's
robot or an alien.
yeah,
telling you, if we crack him open, there's going to be something weird inside there.
yeah. I think
Tiny
he's an AI
lizard
in there.
driving him around.
Yeah, there's little tiny people in there. Yeah, exactly. So so he got mad at the woman and he accused her of a NPC using the dialogue tree of a traditional journalist. Was
Yeah,
his-
man. Yeah,
Just
what
get
are
The
you?
word
What
book
are
in
you?
there somewhere.
Using the dialogue tree of a traditional journalist here?
I mean, yeah, man. What? She's just been cut so low. I mean, how do you come back from that?
And you say, what the fuck did that say? What did you just say,
What
What
nerd?
did you say to me?
What are you
I don't
talking about?
speak complete dork.
Yeah.
What
you're
did you
different.
just say?
Yeah.
Can
So
you-
anyway,
Can you speak
oh,
an Earth language, please?
Could you speak
Yeah.
like a grown adult, sir?
you think? Yeah. So this whole interview goes like this. Actually, I only watched like 15 minutes, and I'm like, I
He's
want
a
to show the whole
child.
thing. It's like, yeah, it's just basically, it's like they ask him a question, and he's like, you suck. You're an NPC.
Yeah, he and the president are both children.
So here's the interesting thing. So the article I eventually ended up seeing, and I think the one that if anybody saw an article about this event was fascinating because this is the one I saw first. So like I had no idea that this has happened. So here's what NBC went with as the article of choice. This is what they came with. That's what they said.
Elon Musk says he will spend a lot less on future campaign donations.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody's dipping their toes in that shit anymore.
So like the guy ostensibly watched the entire video of Elon Musk shorting out, and then this ended up being the headline, not the other thing. It actually took me a while to find the other thing where he was calling people NPCs, and I was like, what? Because this actually looks a little bit like sort of coherent. And not only that, but it wasn't just them. Like almost every major mainstream news outlet ran something that like this that was like sounded like he was having a conversation and making sense, when in reality that's not what was going on.
Because you're looking at media outlets that are all owned by billionaires that are getting sweet tax cuts.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
Well, and they're also scraping each other and having AI rewrite it. So if one guy writes like a decent one, they all copy.
Right, then it's just all it all falls down the thing. Yeah,
yeah. Because if you actually watch that video, like this isn't the headline, right? Also of interest too. So a couple places did do something else though, which one of them was like looking into like what's going on here.
They're such
NPCs.
You have to say do the voice, Christine.
Oh, do the voice. I can't do the voice. You do. Dance, monkey, dance.
They're such NPCs. They are such NPCs. I said the line, Christine.
What Elon Musk thinks you're not real. This is a fucking disaster.
Oh, it is.
This or you?
Well, just everybody.
I'm distracted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Get more
Wake up. It's the Fark show, Christine.
Sorry.
So apparently, I didn't realize this, but apparently he's been calling people NPCs for years. And also, the reason why is because, so he said on the Joe Rogan show, and I was going to play that clip, but then, when Joe Rogan starts talking, you're like, oh, God.
Yeah,
so,
and also he'll charge you.
Just tell you what happened. Yeah, he basically said that he has come to believe that we're all living inside a simulation, or at least that he is. And therefore everybody else is.
Yeah, we're all part of his. Yeah, exactly.
Simulation. It's all about him.
He's the only one alive in this world.
Yeah. So that's why he does it. So now here's where things get interesting, right? So this is what Trevor asked me about. So what happened was that let's revisit the timeline. Musk does a talk live, totally blows it, is an idiot. Somebody at a crisis PR firm gets a hold of somebody in mainstream media, writes a pretty good article about how well it went, and then everybody copied that. And I'm like, okay, great. But then what happened was that this allowed some people who had other things to say about Elon Musk drop little stories into the news cycle, including this one right here.
Fuck you. Oh, that's not him.
That's not him.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Fuck you. Scott Bessent shouted down Elon Musk during a West Wing brawl.
Yes. Yeah, right now them South African slaughter of white people sounded pretty good, aren't they, Scott?
Yeah, that's a whole other ball of wax there. So anyway, so for whatever reason, I guess journalists asking about, hey, how weird is Elon Musk? Or these guys just called all their journalists on their Signal chat that they were already in to tell them. Basically, people dumped a lot of dirt about Elon Musk. And so apparently this is an interesting story. So the Secretary of the Treasury, I think that's it, yeah, who's on the left, Scott Bessent, know anything about him, but none of the other guys are worth a damn, so we can assume the same, got into a massive shouting match with Elon Musk at one point in the Oval Office, where they just yelled "fuck you" at each other for about half an hour, which sounds hilarious.
No.
I mean, why not?
I mean, it's like dinner at my house. You know, I mean, it's like Thanksgiving.
I think that was actually also the first Continental Congress here.
Definitely that.
The states yelling "fuck you" at each other. Baby.
Yeah, this was the Constitution.
It's like that old video, those two guys yelling "fuck you" across the lake or whatever.
Except across the river.
Fuck
you. Yeah, so this article is full of not just that story, but apparently they said a lot of people with a lot of complaints about Musk, including that he tells jokes all the time that are not funny, and he expects people to laugh at them, and then is very confused when they don't.
Yeah, because he's a fucking dork.
Yeah. Well, also because everybody else he hangs out with, he owns.
Yeah, everybody. They're all yes men. So they're all on the paid fucking, payroll.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
I know he's surrounded by goons, right? But like, how has nobody, given this incident, how has nobody just punched him in the face yet? How has that not happened?
Yeah,
somebody would have lost their shit at some point with this guy, and just went, "Pop! I don't care. I don't care anymore."
He's not a Nazi. Oh, wait a minute. He is actually.
He just does everything.
Back up.
Yeah, no, it's Roman. He's Roman. Like actually. He's not Roman.
Yeah, he's robbing. No, he was just giving my heart out to people. Everybody does it. Every speech ever that has always ended like that. Did you see that interview of his? He said he literally said that. Every speech that has been given in the last 20 years has ended the exact same way.
Yeah, with a Hitler salute. Apparently.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, the ones he watches, I can believe that. I don't know about all
Yes.
of them.
Yeah, exactly. I only watch one speech where they burn the books.
Yeah.
He could pay me to stand around and go, yes, you're right. You're right. I'll take that money.
No, not me. He can't pay me for that.
That's the job. So anyway.
Unless I was a double agent.
Well, here's an interesting part. So here's what they were arguing about, right? Because you think you're screaming about this. So the argument is that they both had put forth different candidates to run the IRS. And the one who, I'm trying to think who's, like, I'll look at this up here real quick. Let's see. Musk was trying to get Gary Shepley, whoever that is. And then Bassett wanted Michael Falkender. Never heard of either of these guys, right? Okay. Well, then, so here's an interesting thing that popped up yesterday. I haven't seen anybody string all these together, by the way. Is apparently neither of these guys are up for consideration because they got this guy, the current candidate.
Wrong. Trump's nominee to lead the IRS touts a credential that tax experts say is dubious. Is this credential?
Is it that giant man in the picture with Trump? Is he
Oh,
like
is it?
7 feet tall and
yeah,
450 pounds?
Holy crap, look at that.
I am going to eat you. It's obviously an AI
In
image.
my belly.
I will eat the money.
Yeah.
I will eat all the money.
And
Look
he
at
has
that.
a- oh, look at that.
He's
Why does he have
a $45
bill?
Oh my
$45
God.
Can I have a job in an important place? Yes.
I'm hungry. Could I have a job?
Yeah. Do you have any jobs I could eat?
Yeah.
Anyway, so this guy has been being
Eating
under
fried chicken since 1950.
easily. Yeah, that actually probably where they met. Yeah, you met this guy in line at McDonald's. And,
Yeah, McDonald's.
You know
they were
about
part of their little coffee clutch together.
Yeah, exactly. You know about tax? Yeah, something. So this guy apparently, so he's up to be the head of the IRS. And he used to be a senator from, or a representative from, looks like Missouri, who ran on one of his campaign promises was to abolish the IRS.
Oh, yeah, great.
Oh,
That should go well.
I mean, I don't mind doing that.
Yeah, I mean,
The problem with that is that they're going to abolish the IRS, but still come up with a way to take money from you. So
They're also going to find all kinds of new ways to cheat at that, and you just follow that one and not the one they're telling you to do.
Exactly.
where's my $5,000 check?
We got to start the Fark religion, people. It's the only way out.
We really do. So it turns out on the weird credential is apparently, so they asked him what is your background in accounting or tax or whatever. So he is a tax advisor, but it turns out that he's got, when he says he's a tax advisor, he puts these 4 initials next to his name. I can find this, but it doesn't matter. CTBA. He's a licensed CTBA. You know what that stands for?
I'm scared.
No, a trainee.
Yeah, well, certified tax.
CCBY. It's a frozen
advisor.
Yogurt place.
Yeah. So the question became, but that's not actually a title that anybody
What is
had.
it?
Where'd it come from? CTBA.
And what does it mean?
Certified tax business advisor, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's just an advisor of any kind is a scam business.
Yeah. Well, so they went and they were like, so where did you get the credential from? And it turns out there's a 3-day seminar.
Yeah. Online.
You can attend online.
Yeah.
Oh, kind of like how I'm like a gnome pastor or something like that.
It's
The
just
Church
like,
of Gnome
if you become a notary.
Yeah.
That's what you have to do.
Okay.
Or, I'm sure to probably get a driver's license these days.
Yeah. So he got a 3-day certification, and that's his expert in tax. And so basically he represents people. And this is the other cool thing. Spends most of his time trying to get people that weird employee credit that's expired from COVID.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually a scam if you file
100% scam.
Yeah, so that's what he's been doing. That's how he makes his money.
Yeah, great.
Awesome.
Cool.
So cheat. A professional cheat. It's coming into who knows what to us.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same
Stop
thing.
paying your taxes, people. Go on the ground.
Yeah,
cash and trade only. Cash and trade.
Nobody's looking. Like, they just commit fraud for the next 3 years, basically.
Yeah,
So
that's pretty much it. Yeah, just go nuts.
Go for it. All right, on to the next one. We gotta get out of the politics here. Well, we're gonna
Okay, good. Glastonbury glampers concern after yurt film goes bust.
Oh no! Where are they going to get their yurts?
Yeah, I feel like I
Oh.
understood exactly one word.
I know
in that
exactly
entire
what it
headline.
is. So the Glastonbury Glampers. I'm assuming in Glastonbury, Scotland, or whatever it is.
Yeah, for
in
that
the
music
UK.
festival.
Right. The Glampers, the people who stay in fancy tents, they're concerned. They are concerned after their favorite yurt firm. Now, a yurt is a big round tent that the nomadic people, who uses them still? The Mongolian people, I think, developed the yurt.
I love their restaurants.
Their favorite yurt firm went bust. They can't. Where are they going to get the good yurts?
Yeah, so apparently,
Good yurt place in Scotland is not easy.
yeah, this is the whitest thing I read all week, by the way. Is that the yurt thing? Yeah, so apparently they paid up to $15,000 for glamping yurts for the upcoming Glastonbury Music Festival.
Those were what were supposed to be at the Fire Festival, but instead they got FEMA tents that were already blown down.
Styrofoam.
A styrofoam thing with peanut butter in it.
Yeah, exactly.
With a piece of lettuce and a half a slice of American cheese.
Yeah.
Peanut butter. Yeah, so I mean, they're scrambling because there's only one other yurt glamping company, and they're like full up. So, anyway, I just want to put this out.
The good folks of Glastonbury, the young children, millennials or Gen Zers, they're going to just have to learn to endure a little uncomfortable.
Yeah. You have to sleep in maybe a tent.
Sometimes you got to be a little uncomfortable in this world.
Maybe a tent. All right, a little back.
There's a mystery over sudden drop in bird flu cases across the U.S.
Yeah.
Oh, where did it go? Is it Elon? Did Elon do it?
Is it a sudden drop in bird flu, or is it a sudden drop in like testing for it or reporting it?
We stopped testing.
Yeah.
It worked.
I mean,
we did it. We did it.
No more. Hey man, you don't look, you can't see it. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? It isn't there.
Success.
Birds are robots anyway, so it's all fake.
Yeah. Elon's problem as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So, good news. We solved it, everybody.
Yeah.
So there is no mystery. What is?
Oh, well, no, there's not really.
Next.
Awesome.
Next.
Keir Starmer dubbed orange ball chewing manacled gimp as sausage wars comes to an end.
Oh my God, they are throwing hard words. Orange ball chewing.
Chewing.
Is that
ball chewing?
A manacled gimp. Now, are these Trump references? Why orange ball chewing?
I don't know, but the best part is Boris Johnson said that.
Really?
Yeah, because he's still around, I guess.
Well, yeah, he didn't die.
No,
or he get kicked out of the country.
Yeah, he says he's a former PM. I guess they're still calling him up and asking questions like, "Hey, what do you think about Keir Starmer?
Hey, what about this guy now?
Yeah, what do you think about Keir Starmer?" He's like, that orange ball chewing manacled gimp.
What does it mean?
Well, I know. So I had to call in a British to English translator on this one because I was like, I don't know what's going on here. So it turns out that I love it when you talk about other countries' politics because it sounds great. So the sausage wars, which are not as exciting as I first thought, with a name like the sausage wars.
Disappointing.
Sad but true.
It's a relic from the Brexit. The problem is that it has been illegal for the UK to export hamburger and sausages to Europe. And I guess it's a sausage war because of that. Here's the thing: have you guys ever had British sausages?
No.
I
can't get them.
They're bad. They're really bad.
Are they bad?
Awful. They taste like wet bread, and I'm not joking. I'm making that. They taste like wet bread.
Oh, yum.
Like there's nobody on the continent that wants these things. Like the Germans make all the best sausage on the goddamn planet, and they can drive it over. Like nobody wants English sausage.
But why? Like why?
Well, Brits love that shit. They also eat like stewed canned tomatoes for breakfast.
Yeah.
And
baked
beans.
And spotted dicks.
Yeah, and shit made out of blood.
Literally,
yeah. They're still eating blood.
Yeah, black pudding. You might want to look up what's in there.
Just blood sausage. No. Blood sausage is heavy on the blood.
Yeah.
No, I did have blood sauce. I didn't like it.
You ate blood.
Yeah, it was blood.
Yes,
goddamn.
I have some weird.
That's why they're also pale over there. You know.
Yeah, that's right.
They're a vampiric people.
I'll try. Yeah. I'll put anything in my mouth once.
Oh my God!
All right. It's a theme music again. That's so weird. The cover. Yeah, so the political football that they're throwing around is that Boris Johnson is saying all of these really colorful words about Keir Starmer because he's ignoring the British fishing industry, which apparently currently can't export to Europe either. And I don't know how any of that makes sense, but that's what it said. There you go.
Good job.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Okay.
Thanks, Star.
that's right. Thanks, Star.
For your perfect
Translate.
reporting as always.
Yeah, also from the UK, we got this.
Homeowner told to demolish house that's supposed to be a stallion semen collection business.
Christine, talk about putting something in your mouth once. Stallion semen?
Business.
Who hasn't?
Oh!
There you go.
Stallion semen.
Oh, yeah. So this is interesting. This is a very British article. So apparently a couple filed some plans to build what they told the local city council was a stallion semen collection business. But it turns out that they recently sold it after living there for 10 years. And that's when people found out that they just built a house. Lived in it.
All right, we're still jerking horses in here. Just because we live cooking and eating here doesn't mean we ain't jerking a horse every now and again.
Yeah, the original plans had a little flat up top for business use, I guess.
Yeah,
but
man.
apparently, when inspectors got in, the semen stallion collection area of the house was actually an open floor plan kitchen and a living room. No stallions and no semen collection.
Did they look in the fridge?
They didn't say.
True.
Maybe that's the problem.
Come
Yeah.
on, man. Yeah, what's with the Brits not looking in
Always looking.
fridges?
You got
Yeah, you think they just got it out on the shelf? That's not how you store semen.
It's room temperature.
Yeah, do they send a homeowner inspector or a semen inspector?
It doesn't say
They're
that
the
either.
same, I bet.
Yeah. It's a very small town. They got one guy.
One guy.
One guy. That's it.
They had to get the horses in the mood, so they set the scene,
Yeah.
Yep, that's horse.
So the best part about yeah, I'd say a 2024 vintage.
Yeah, this is a painted. We're on an Arabian mixed with a paint. About a 3-year-old, I'd say.
Grazed on wheatgrass.
Yeah, wheatgrass bed.
In the northern region of Cork County.
Yeah, so the council has decided that they can't let this stand. They've decided that in order to teach everybody a lesson, because they could just leave it up, right? It's a house. But they're like, you know what? No, they were supposed to build a stallion semen collection business, and I guess they can't convert this house into that. So they're going to tear it down.
They are? They didn't go with we haven't got to that part yet.
Yeah, no, they were like,
We're getting there. Hold your horses.
Literally. Hold them real tight.
Oh.
Okay.
We're not topping that one. We're not topping that one. Good times. Let's see here. Then we got this.
Psychopaths are more attractive, study warns.
Oh, it's my time, baby.
Yeah.
Our time to shine.
Let's go. Vote Lucky Yates, ladies.
And then there's a picture of said psychopath in the right sidebar.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
Yet somehow not attractive.
Here's a psychopath. Who is that? Penn Badgley.
That is Penn Badgley. He is the star of You on Netflix.
Is he a maniac?
And
Awful
he is a
psychopath
on that. Yeah.
Oh, in the show he is, not in real life.
In the show.
Oh,
He's actually an amazing person in real life.
What a misleading picture. If you could only read headlines and look at pictures, you would think that man is a psychopath. I'm going to stay away from here. He works for Netflix on a thing called Yo.
Yo. Yeah. That's what it says. Yo.
I'll find you, Mr. Yo.
Gabba Gabba is behind him. He's covering him.
He's gonna dance. He's dancing with a bunch of funky monsters.
That's right. Who are so skinny they're all gonna be a meth. Anyway, so the science says the reason why is because they call it the dark triad. It's narcissism. What's the other two? Machiavellism and psychopathy.
Oh, baby.
But also a hell of a lot of confidence. We know we're good looking.
There you go.
I mean, you carry those three descriptors, and boy, howdy, you've got got something
Own the world.
going on. You got something going on, baby.
Yeah, they're all more attractive and they seem more confident, so we all believe them, and that's why we don't see them. So that's why everybody, like, when you got that one friend that keeps dating the crazy chicks or the crazy guys, that's what's going on.
Yeah.
They just like it.
Yeah, they
There you
love
go.
the fucking drama.
Yep. And now I know why I believe everything that Christine says. Like, this all came together for me.
There it is.
Moving on. Oh yeah, this is good. I got kind of a thing going here.
Ooh, a man plotted to feed his romantic rival's body to pigs.
Oh, man.
One nun, 1K, and a good bottle of bourbon.
Ooh,
Sister,
that's just a Saturday
Wonder
night in the
if-
country, ladies and gentlemen.
what if you could help me with a little something there, sister, as a good Catholic? I gotta get rid of this guy's body.
Oh man, this took a while to unpack, but I love these because I'm like, okay, this took a while. So here, see if you can follow this. Okay, so that's the guy
Yeah.
who was trying to get rid of his romantic rival, and his romantic rival was dating his current girlfriend. He was in jail. His current girlfriend, who was dating another guy who was in jail, but he was getting out soon. And apparently,
Wait, hold on. His current girlfriend is still dating these two jail guys?
well, so
Or
yeah, I
she
guess
used to date the jail guys, but then they got locked up.
the implication is that she was dating the one guy, but I guess maybe the other guy thought she was. I don't know. Anyway,
Now, hold on. Now let's. Okay, we know that. This is the guy she chose to date on the outside.
Right. This is the better
Something
guy.
about her.
Yeah, this is the upgrade. This guy,
Yeah.
57-year-old
What are the fucking bad ones like?
in jail. Yeah, they don't have a picture of him. I don't know. I don't know if they
Are
actually
they
have
also
him or not.
68 years old?
Probably. I mean, some people have a type, I guess. But at any rate, so what happened was that this guy apparently was a bad guy and wasn't good to her kid. And the other guy, the current boyfriend, was like, man, we got to kill this guy. So they started working on it. She initially was involved, but then they decided she shouldn't be because she apparently tells everyone everything, which is a bad characteristic to have if you're trying to kill somebody.
Yeah, part of a murder
Narc.
plot. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want it to be like, oh, guess what I did this weekend? Anyway, so they contacted another guy, third party guy, the hitman,
Yeah.
and the
Always
reason
the mistake.
yeah, that's the problem. So the hitman is the guy who it turns out he ended up states evidence for the feds on a completely different case, and at one point mentioned this whole thing was going on, which was basically he'd been hired by this guy to kill the other guy, and the way they were going to do it is they were going to hit him with a baseball bat in a parked van and set it on fire. But here's the wrinkles: they don't own a van, but the guy who hired the hitman knew a nun who was willing to rent a van out for $250.
Oh,
Specifically for the hauling of
Dead
corpses.
The implication is that they didn't tell the nun that that's what they were going to
Oh,
do.
the nun knew.
I mean, she probably did. Honestly, it's like, what are you going to do with the van? You know,
I'm sorry, brothers. That van is for dead people only. Well, we're good luck, sister. We've got us a dead body that we're
good news. We qualify. And then the idea was
a pig farm.
so they wanted to get rid of this guy, and so I guess they'd been watching Deadwood and said, well, let's feed it to the pigs, but they were in New Jersey. Yeah, and the problem was that there's no pig farms in New York, apparently, so they had to go to Pennsylvania. They found a pig farmer in Pennsylvania, and I think the implication is that they told him they were going to chop this guy up and throw him in the pig thing. And the problem was he's like, well, I need $1,000 because that's the going rate, I guess.
Yeah, to get rid of a guy.
Yeah, to throw him in there to get eaten by the pigs. That's $1,000. But apparently they haggled him down to one good bottle of bourbon.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was wild turkey, which no, I'm sorry, that's not.
Depending on the farmer.
Isn't that like $12?
It's not.
I mean, it's not good, but it's better than the bottom shelf.
True. Yeah,
The
I mean, at least
dusty
the bottles
stuff on the bottom of the plastic bottles is still below wild turkey.
So anyway, the wrinkle in this plan, the problem was that in order to make this all work, they had to set fire to the nun's van. And the plan, according to the informant, was he asked about it. He's like, do you feel bad about setting fire to the nun's van and only giving her $250? And he's like, no, man, because she's going to get the insurance money. It'll be great. He's like, what do you want from me?
Yeah. He's like, look, I can't help burning down nuns' vans. I have a nasty habit.
oh.
And Thank you very much.
Just move on.
That was strong.
When did this become the Gong Show? What the fuck is going on?
All right.
Judge rejects personal use defense for thousands of fentanyl pills.
Oh my God.
Yeah. This is pretty much
they
what
Was
it
that
sounds like.
really in a lot of pain though?
The guy wanted off the hook because he was just going to use them for recreation.
Yeah, that's actually what he
right.
planned. The problem was that there was a lot of distribution material around. Also, it was 3,000 pills, which he said were personal use, and they said over what time frame? And he said 1 month.
Yeah.
Checks out. I've seen those fentanyl guys on the street. It's got to take at least 35, 40 pills to get there.
Yeah, or 100. Maybe.
Yeah,
Apparently,
I mean, like,
is the case may be.
I
Yeah,
assume they wear off.
Well, I don't know. Good question.
How long does a pill last? 4 hours?
Yeah, I don't know. I was told that if cops like look at it, they'll die. So that's
They look at the fentanyl?
Yeah,
I think if they look into the eyes of a person who's on fentanyl, they will turn into stone. Yes, much
Like
like
this guy?
Medusa.
There he is.
Hey, that's a statue. They painted him to look like he's still alive.
Yeah,
But he looked into the eyes of a fentanyl addict.
yeah. Let's see here. What are we going on here? I was checking to see in the comments if anybody had some. You know how like when you talk about this stuff and then all of a sudden somebody out of nowhere has some really unusual wisdom about this stuff. No, personal use is like 20 a day. You know, like that.
Yeah. Monty knew about in the chat feed knew about pigs not being able to digest teeth.
Oh, yes.
I read over there in the corner, and it's just
what an
like,
interesting.
well, Monty knows some things.
Yeah, what an interesting analogy.
That's why the mobsters pull the teeth, you ding dongs. You got to put those things in acid. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, put our Coke cans. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
So anyway,
yeah, exactly.
This didn't work. The end.
Yeah, they should have used Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
what were they thinking?
Exactly. Oh, so here we go. How about this one?
Scientists mimicking the Big Bang accidentally turned lead into gold.
Hey.
Well, there goes the value of gold.
Yeah, whoops.
Whoopsie, we can just make it now.
Wow.
Everybody gets it.
It's a great word, accidentally. Yeah. Well, and they did it the way you think it was, because like, okay, it's the Hadron Collider, right? What do you think they did?
They smashed particles together and created a nuclear explosion. That
started
fusion.
Yeah, basically that was
nuclear
it.
fusion.
Yeah, they were.
Squirrel ran into it.
Yeah, they were.
You got to bomb a city. Apparently, I think you have to bomb Iraq or something like that. Isn't that Trump's thing? Isn't that what he's trying to do? Just turn their lead into gold?
Yeah, it's been about 20 years. I think it's time. You know.
Yeah, isn't that his deal?
We got to go back. Yeah, so apparently they were slamming together atoms like they always do, and for some reason they were just using lead, and they got a little gold out of it. Actually, they got a lot of other stuff too, but a little bit of gold.
Yeah, right.
I like the accidentally part though, because it's just like, whoops, guys.
Oh my God, alchemy's real, but it's not though.
Yeah,
unless they can develop a gun, much like the brown note gun that'll make you poo your pants.
Oh,
maybe they can just have a special wave gun that will shoot shoot little universes, big bangs at fucking lead bricks of lead.
That sounds dangerous.
Yeah. Build that house made out of lead first, and then I'm going to turn it into gold.
There you go. Exactly. Watch this, y'all. Well, so this was funny because like I saw this, and then a couple days later we got this is the far better story about CERN.
CERN gears up to ship antimatter across Europe.
Oh my God, that sounds like the most dangerous thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, in a truck
in Europe.
Oh,
no big deal.
In a truck.
Don't worry about it, everybody. It's a Ford.
Fine.
Well, which part of Europe? I have driven around Europe. Some parts are a little dangerous.
The
fun part.
Well, isn't CERN in like Switzerland? So it's
you got to get out of the Alps, pal.
Yeah. They
the only way to get it out is by truck. It's too dangerous by helicopter.
Or honestly just moving it around. So here's the problem. So the issue is that they want to do experiments on antimatter because I guess they don't get to do that very often. But they got an interesting problem, which is you can make it in the Hadron Collider. Great. But the problem is that if you can't really do much with it there because it's very sensitive to magnetic fields being all screwy. And that's pretty much what a particle collider does all day. So the idea is like, well, if we could get this antimatter out of here somewhere else, hundreds of miles away, we can do experiments on it, and that would be way better. So they're like,
hundreds of miles away.
Well, how do we move it? Because like, if I don't know if you guys know anything about antimatter, but
when it touches matter,
touches something.
adios, amigo. Although how do they contain it? That's what I don't get
Right.
it. I don't
Yeah.
understand this whole thing.
Well, yeah,
Mason
exactly.
jars.
Yeah, mason jars. Close.
Mason jars a whole goddamn anything.
It's close. It's
They
not a
pickle
mason
it.
jar. Yeah, it's
Pickled antimatter.
Pickled
it's pickled.
antimatter.
Pickled antimatter. You gotta put it in a brine first.
Aunt B's
then you're
recipe.
good. Yeah, then you're good. Now, apparently, they do the same thing to do with like heated plasma for fusion. They get an electromagnetic field. They just kind of hold it in there. They said that it is a bit of a challenge because if it does touch the sides, like everything blows up, which is a bit of a problem. But the best part about this article, so they describe how they're going to transport it, and then they drop the real bomb. They already did it. They already drove some out across France.
They're like, hey, it works.
Yeah, and they're like,
Yeah.
we didn't lose any of it. We lost not a single atom. And I was
So
like,
did you
Promise.
make it all the way to the port? Yep, works every time.
Works every time.
Yeah, but it works every time. We got a 100% success rate with transporting this stuff, buddies.
Yeah, so far anyway.
Everybody chill out.
Yeah, so
No big deal.
so I guess they're just going to be driving antimatter at a top speed of 40 kilometers an hour. They said pretty good. So
How many eagles per hour is that?
that's 8 eagles, I think.
If
Awesome.
Yeah, right. Yeah, 40K is
they better beware of some hot rod and teens. This is a recipe for just a hot rod and teen.
Yeah.
Teenage boys are going to come menace them on the highway.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm going to take your antimatter, sir.
Yeah, they're going to moon them or do something silly.
Yeah.
They're gonna cause a wreck.
Yep, and then everything's going to blow up France with antimatter.
They should just use the Autobahn to move it.
Oh yeah, why not?
Get in
Maybe
there.
they are. They might be. We don't know. Maybe they're out there doing it already. Yeah.
Yeah. We don't know what their super trucks look like. That can.
Yeah. So if you live in Europe and you see a truck doing 28 miles an hour, don't stay the hell away from that thing because God knows.
That's the best, though. I love that.
This also is good.
DARPA zaps popcorn with laser power beamed 5.3 miles through the air.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Go DARPA.
What?
Now, 5.5 miles away, they shot a laser at a Jiffy Pop thing, one kernel. When we say popcorn, what are we saying?
Doesn't say how much they made, but they had apparently been watching Real Genius, and they're like, what we ought to do when we test this thing.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, because they watched the movie. Have you ever seen Real Genius?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Actually, they actually quote it. They actually quote it in the article. They said they wanted to recreate it.
Yeah,
They had a giant laser.
exactly with popcorn. It's a great film. R.I.P. Val Kilmer. Just really such a great film.
Yeah, and apparently they watched it. So yeah, they actually tried it and it worked. That's great. But also, like the film, they're building a weapon. They're going to eventually kill people with this.
And like that, of course. The military's always going to get involved if you could kill somebody with it.
Yeah.
But so this brings me back to my question, because my question was based on also Real Genius. Are they shooting it at a Jiffy Pop thing or one kernel?
Yeah. Or is it a whole house full? Yeah.
That house full was a gigantic Jiffy Pop.
Yeah.
They had a Jiffy Pop in like the whole living room. Took up the whole.
That's right. Yeah, they put the little aluminum foil over the thing. Yeah.
The house, and it hit the Jiffy Pop thing, and then that made the popcorn.
Let's see here. Well, it's what is it? 800 watts or kilowatts? That probably matters. 800
watts.
Wait, that's not much. That's like an oven.
It says it's like a small fridge.
Gigawatt.
Not just 800 watts.
Oh,
good job.
Yeah, it's a microwave popcorn bag.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with not much popcorn. But no, they don't talk about it.
Impressive nonetheless.
Yeah. I mean, it's good. Good start. Eventually we'll be able to kill people with this. So,
Awesome.
That's really great. I do love that real scientists are doing things based on Real Genius. I think that's fucking amazing, because that is a really great film.
Chicago Sun-Times prints summer reading list full of fake books.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Here we go. AI.
Yeah.
Going great.
This
Was it
newspaper
AI?
brought to you by Artificial.
Yeah, brought to you by ChatGPT.
Was this like a DEI initiative going
No,
on?
it was.
I
It
hope
was
so.
AI.
That would be so much better.
Wasn't it like real authors, but then just made up book titles?
Yeah, the guy claims so. First of all, every journalist uses AI to write. I don't care what they tell you. I've been inside the places.
Yeah, it's like how every kid uses AI to do homework.
Yeah, but they're not doing a real good job checking that stuff. So they generated a book of 15 must-read summer books, and 10 of them don't exist.
Yeah.
The other 5 do.
Okay.
Nobody knows if they're good or not.
So,
But yeah,
is there a list of the
Well,
fake ones? I would like
yeah,
to like.
maybe
Yeah.
maybe it's a game like in Highlights Magazine at the dentist office.
Here
Where
it
you
is. Yeah, the
gotta,
last-
like pick the fake one.
Tidewater Dreams, The Last Algorithm.
The last algorithm. That's the
one's
fucking
fake.
AI suicide note.
Yeah, that
I
was
was
like,
about to say, was
Yeah.
the title?
I am
Would you like
going-
to check for more?
Yeah, I am going to do the last algorithm tonight. Thank you,
yeah,
people.
exactly.
It
It's
has
a
been
cry for
a
help.
pleasure.
It's a cry for help.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Don't
see
do it,
this-
AI. Don't.
I thought, what are you doing? You've got so much to live for.
You got so many more algorithms to do.
Yeah, you got so many more court filings for the Trump administration to write.
I'm tired of
Stop
everybody
now.
making fun of me.
Why do they blame me for their lame videos?
Yeah, it's good. But by the way, so what's funny is that a couple of weeks ago, I was trying to, I don't know why I was looking for this, but me and my wife were talking about Walton Goggins, and I don't know why I went and Googled this, but I went to Google to see if whether or not Walton Goggins was ever on Glee, and ChatGPT said, yeah, 2 episodes. He's not.
I've never
but
been there.
I went back today to see if Gemini still did it. Yeah, here we go.
Walton Goggins appeared in Glee in the episode The Hurt Locker Part 1. Oh, no. He played the character of Principal Figgins, Abigail Figgins Gunderson in the episode.
Yeah.
This episode aired on January 23rd, 2015.
Yeah, so it's still doing it. It actually was giving me a slightly different answer earlier, but here, let's see what.
Man,
Let's
great
see. So here's-
episode of Glee where they did the.
There's a whole Wikipedia article for that one episode. All right, so let's see what we do. Control F G O G G. Nothing came up.
On Glee.
Yeah. What about Walt? Well, we got a Walt. Where did that go?
Well, you don't have to follow that. Go to the you go to the IMDb page and see if he's listed in the cast.
Oh, no,
of
but
that
he's not.
episode.
Yeah, he's not in there for sure.
Yeah, that's that's sort of the official listing is the IMDb.
Yeah. Unless they
Harry Hamlin though, he's always
Harry
great.
Hamlin.
It's
Yeah, it's not
always
Walter.
fake.
He is
Oh,
my
Walton Goggins.
Perseus.
It's Terry Hamlin, not Walton Goggins. I understand why you might make that mistake. They look exactly the same.
Yeah, they're exactly the same age
Yeah,
too.
I mean, I get it. I mess that up all the time too. All right.
I do love me some Harry Hamlin.
Oh, man, me too. He's good. Oh, let's see here. What else we got? Oh, yeah, here we go. Ta-da.
Oh,
LOL. Michael Bay starts production on Skibbity Toilet movie. Oh my God, Michael Bay.
Michael Bay, yeah.
Yeah, you know how many explosions are going to come out of that toilet?
I mean, the good news is there's a lot of explosions in the series, so this might actually work out. Also, it's real thin on plot. Might work out.
Oh, there's more to it than that toilet with a head in it.
Well,
I thought that was
apparently,
the whole thing. There was just that guy sat there and said stuff.
yeah, no. So they've made God, I don't even know how many episodes they're up to now. The last time I looked, it was 80, and I think there's more than that.
What?
People who have watched all of them claim that it's actually really engrossing and it'll suck you in. But I don't know. I tried 12 episodes, and I'm like, it's just heads and toilets, man. Like,
All right, I'm a
I
big.
think 12 is
Engrossing,
enough
and it
to
will
know.
suck you in. It is a fucking
in.
toilet.
it's a toilet.
Yeah.
oh, I get it.
Yeah, there you go.
Because the
He said it. not
swirly.
me.
Swirly.
Swirly.
Mm.
Exactly. The best part about this is that I guarantee you the way this whole thing came around was that some guys were having some beers, and one of them's like, if we ever did do a Skibbity Toilet live action movie, who should we get to direct? And everybody
Fucking
at the
Michael Bay.
same time said Michael Bay.
Yeah, he's the
And then they
only
laughed.
one that could. He's the only one
Yeah.
outrageous enough to pull this off.
Yeah. Well, they got him. And so I'd heard that this was coming, but now they've officially started filming it. So that means that at worst, we're going to get a blooper cut. And
Do we know where they are filming? Because
where?
if it's in Atlanta, I will try everything
Oh,
I
hell
can
yeah.
to get into it.
There's currently shooting at Invisible Narratives.
I don't know what
That's
that
what
is.
What is Invisible Narratives? Somebody
Narrative.
Invisible narratives.
don't ask Gemini; it'll tell you that that's in Glee
It's a
too.
digital
That's good.
studio.
Where
A
is it?
digital studio located where?
Trad digital. Trad traditional.
Chad.
Nobody knows.
It combines. I don't know. It just feels like it's all computer bullshit.
It doesn't tell you where this place is.
Mm-mm.
A place
No,
called.
because if you Google invisible narratives, like literally the first 10 links are all about Skibbity Toilet. So
Mike says it's in West Hollywood.
It's in our hearts.
West Hollywood.
All right. There we go. Thank God we solved that one.
I'll never be in it now.
You can commute.
I'm not going to Hollywood to fucking be in Skibbity Toilet.
Yeah, you sure?
I mean, if they fly me there and put me up, sure.
Think about your career, man.
How am I getting a fucking audition in Atlanta, Georgia?
This could break you wide open, man.
Look
Like,
at my
you'll
head. I could
famous.
be in a toilet.
Look at us right now. I mean, come on.
Hey, skibbity.
Yeah, you just
what he
gotta like
does?
sing the techno tracks.
Hey, skibbity.
Is that what he says?
I don't
Is that
know.
what the toilet head says?
I'm assuming.
Pretty close. Yeah.
Is
mostly
that his
that's
name? I am
Yeah, it's-
Skibbity. Welcome
he's
to
like
my
Pikachu.
toilet world.
He's like Pikachu. He just says his name over and over again, I think.
Skibbity,
I don't know.
skibbity.
Skibbity, skibbity. Yeah, so
People
West
pee on
Hollywood.
that guy or what? how's it-
Yeah. Let's
I'm
see.
gonna
What we
start
got?
my own movie, Skibbity Lucky.
Yeah, that's good.
First evidence of possible language-like communication in dolphins.
What do you mean first evidence?
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've heard
They
that
show
before.
at SeaWorld since the 1930s or whatever.
There's
I'm
been other
Yeah.
evidence.
confused.
And I've watched. I saw a George C. Scott movie about this. What are they
Explain.
talking about?
The first time. Well, it's the first time white people found evidences.
That's
No,
AI.
the George
That's
C.
AI.
Scott movie from like the 70s, early 80s
Yeah.
or something. I'm
Right.
telling you.
I can't actually use that excuse, but it is funny because like didn't we were talking about somebody who was like trying to walk across
We're all
the
flipping.
South Pole or something, and they were like, yeah, but she's got like an entire team of people that have done it like 10 times and
Yeah.
they're all brown. Yeah, anyway. So I can't use that
What
here
about
because
the
you're right.
TV
There is
show
other evidence.
Sequest? They had a
Yeah,
talking
Sequest
dolphin.
2020, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think what did they find? They found evidence of like a dolphin telling another dolphin to go do something or something like
Yeah.
that. What was
So
it?
what they've broken it down is, of course, they have a lot of clicks, and apparently they have common clicks, which are they hear all the time, and then they have uncommon clicks, which they're pretty sure are names for themselves and other dolphins and other things.
Mhm.
And they are probably coordinating with the orcas to kill all the
Oh,
young.
well, that is a given.
I mean, thank God too. Not
I'm
among
sure they speak the same language. They're,
Yep.
ultimately of the same. They're cousins at least.
Well, they share the fashion where they wear their starfish on their heads.
Yeah, man. Fuck.
Aw.
Well, that's that's the telepathy fish. They call it telepathy.
Cute.
We call it
I want a
starfish.
starfish.
Yeah.
Well, we call those things stars. We don't know what those guys call them.
Yeah, we know what they call them. Yeah, they
They call
probably
him master.
They call it them master.
Yes, master. I will obey. Destroy the yacht. Yeah, so we got that going on, and then we got this is good.
Flirtatious behavior from National Zoo's pandas caught on camera.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Wait,
shit.
flirting with
Right.
who? Not flirtating. Flirting
other.
with who?
Each other.
Look,
See,
look,
look.
Oh,
look,
each other.
Look at them.
He
Look at
says,
them
flirting.
each side of the door.
when
Hey,
I get out of this
hey,
cage,
no.
you and me are going to do it.
They're like, no, you hang up. No, you hang up. You hang up first. No, you hang up first. I'm not gonna hang up first. There's a good skibbity.
Yeah.
Skibbity you.
You seen somebody tell it?
You're skibbity cute.
Yeah. So
Bye,
apparently they call this they call this thing the howdy window.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So they howdy
is
each
there
other.
a howdy hole underneath it?
Ah, yeah.
I don't know. I don't
Lead
know.
you down at the howdy hole.
Yeah, they said the reason they think that, so they basically, this is to get them used to each other so they know there's another panda. And they said that they started out where, they're like, oh, there's another panda over there. Okay, well, guess I'll just ignore it. And it's gotten to the point now where they just spend all day long hanging out on either side of that howdy window.
Yeah, going, God,
Time
I'm
to let
lonely.
'em
I'm so lonely.
Be
Yeah.
together.
Ah. So
So
is that flirtatious or is that just
It's-
saying
it
hi
is.
to their buddies?
Or is it
Yeah.
just sad
Yeah.
that this is what we've done to them?
Yeah.
That these panda bears should be roaming around in a little bamboo forest somewhere,
Yeah,
living their
that's
best
right.
lives, and we've got them stuck in opposite rooms,
Yeah.
looking at each other through a fucking howdy hole,
I think it's like high quality concrete there, though, with a drain. Look, there's
treating them like they've murdered families of 8.
Yeah.
involving a nun and a good
Yeah,
bottle.
they bird feeding bodies to pigs,
Yeah.
using
exactly.
nuns in their vans.
Your visit is over. Get away from the window.
Yeah,
Sir.
hey, no flirting.
We're flirting here. It takes a long time for pandas to get
Oh,
interested.
look, they're biting or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're like,
finally.
Duck triggers speed camera exactly 7 years after an identical incident.
oh.
Yeah. Here it
You
is.
know what they call those ducks is the 7-year duck.
Ah, yeah, maybe that's it.
That's it.
Uh,
Like Halley's Comet.
That's
the
on
7-year duck.
repeat.
Yeah.
It
They
takes
said
that
it was
duck
doing-
7 years to fly around our galaxy.
It said it was doing 35 miles an hour in a 12-mile zone.
Yeah,
Ah.
fucking crazy ass driver. He's gonna knock down kids.
Set off the camera. He's probably running away or towards the antimatter truck because it happened quickly.
Yeah.
Those crazy fuckers are transporting antimatter on a road.
Get the hell out of here! Got antimatter on a truck.
All the fear of ducks.
Yeah. Tell everybody we got to get out of here. They're right behind me. He's gonna tip over. But the unique part of this story is that a similar duck. They don't think it's the same duck, but it was a duck. 7 years ago, set the thing off again.
It is the same duck. I know it. I feel it.
Which duck was quicker?
Good question. I don't know.
And how long do ducks live? Was it the same duck?
32 and a 12 was last time. Yeah, well, there's an
I went
article.
to an antimatter hole and came out. It was only a few
Yeah.
seconds.
No.
Yeah, for the duck, it was instantaneous. For us, it was
Yeah.
7 years.
Okay, so it was a 32. It was going exactly the same speed, but last time it was 32 in an 18-mile-an-hour speed limit zone. So apparently they lowered the speed.
They say, yeah.
They
Yeah,
lowered the
you know what?
speed limit.
The only constant in this universe is that duck.
Yeah,
That's right. That's
that
right.
duck is going 32
I'm
miles
starting
an
the
hour.
church of the 7-year duck.
Yeah, there you go.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm in.
Fark presents Church of the 7-Year Duck.
That's right.
Let us all hail the one true 7-year duck. He also is looking for the perfect chicken nugget.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, trying to get away from the
Not-
antimatter.
He comes by every
Forget.
7 years to tell us he has not found it yet.
Don't
No
forget
idea.
your tithings, please.
I have
now
it.
we need money. The duck needs money in order to keep his travels going.
Yep, he does.
Yes.
Well, he's got to pay for this damn ticket, and they're expensive. They charge you like a percentage of your income.
Oh.
Well,
Oh my
that should
God.
be easy for him.
Where are they going to mail the ticket to?
That's a good question. I don't know. Well, they got to catch
Just put it on his bill.
Ah! No! Oh, God. Oh, all right. Well,
Come on.
So good. That was the best.
yeah.
I'm a
Well,
little
yeah.
mad that I didn't think of that.
I
but
know,
I'm
I
glad
did none of
that-
his
Me
went there.
too. That was like
Man.
low-hanging fruit, but
Ah,
fucking
you
well
win, Christine.
executed, Christine. Good
You
job,
win.
buddy. You
Nice
crushed it.
job.
For somebody who didn't want to be here today, you
Yeah.
fucking killed it.
You won the show.
Listen.
Good job.
Did you eat
Yeah.
that nugget? Did you eat that
No.
chicken nugget?
It's
That's
the last one.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
I
Yeah.
gotta
Save
pick
it.
up the last
Try to keep it
one.
fresh as long as you can, because
Yeah.
maybe it will be someday soon.
Put it
It
in
was
a
a
frame.
10-piece
Put it-
nugget, and I could only eat 9.
You should
Put it in a
frame it. Dip it in what's the what is the
Vanilla
weird
pudding.
shit? They do tabletops. They cover tabletops.
Napalm.
made up-
Napalm.
what?
Napalm?
No, not yes. They cover tables in napalm.
They don't?
Polymer.
A polymer.
Yeah.
You know, you ever see a table that's like all pennies and they put the urethane whatever on it?
Yeah.
Polyurethane.
Polyurethane.
Yeah, okay.
Resin. That's a good one, too.
Or
Resin.
yeah.
resin.
And it just so it just
Yeah.
always looks like that, but it's got a coating that it will never inside of there. It'll be like the old man's mosquito in Jurassic Park.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You can
In
start
Denver.
a theme park of living chicken nuggets. Breed them with frog DNA.
Yeah, living chicken nuggets. Yeah, they could be like farm to table
Yeah,
chicken
chicken
nuggets.
nuggets that
Chicken
march
nugget
themselves
bread, please.
They have
from the kitchen to your mouth.
Yeah,
That's the dream.
sounds great. Even batter themselves too. They roll around in
Yeah.
it.
This is all terrible. This is
I like
all
this.
It'd be
terrible.
like the food at a drive-in movie intermission cartoon.
Yeah, they're
Just happy
marching.
to go out there and get
Let's
eaten.
all go to
Yeah,
the living room.
yeah,
and
come
get
on,
ready to be
everybody.
eaten.
Yeah. It's all
I'm
good.
gonna walk to that person's gaping, dripping mouth hole. They're gonna bite me with their teeth, and then my life will end. Hey, come on.
We
Well,
need to
it
workshop
would
this
be
in the
great if Christine ever wrote down any of these fucking ideas, but she doesn't.
I
She's sitting
know.
right
Yeah,
next
yeah,
to the
yeah.
big book.
I do.
She's got some
I
dumb
have it.
excuse like, I'm
Yeah.
working.
I'm working.
All right, what is your
We're
job?
making
Are you
her
telling
hungry
us this week?
No.
Are
We don't know what it
you wearing clothes
No.
underneath your armpits? Is that a midriff and then nothing? Is
Looks
there
like it.
cameras underneath that are making the money?
I'm wearing shorts today.
Oh,
I'm usually
yes.
wearing sweatpants, so I'm
Yeah.
actually wearing shorts.
It's already 100 degrees
Yeah,
in
but
Texas.
that's okay
probably.
because I opened up the pool last week for swim season and all the bikinis are out and ready to be worn.
Oh,
every day,
boy. Where do you
jump in
put
the
them?
pool.
When do you have a separate bikini room? Do you have a pool house? Do you? Is there a
It's a
bikini
tree.
section of your walk-in closet? Where's your bikini stash?
So in the non-season, the bikinis are stashed in another closet of another room, and then I move them into my main walk-in closet, and I have those little plastic drawers from Target.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Handy, always handy.
Yeah. So and then they go in there, and then
Yeah,
the
nice
summer
place. Yeah.
What?
That's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
Well, I mean,
that
if
what
she
you
wears
do?
one every day, it's kind
I
of
wear one every day.
You know, the convenience is worth the work, right? Like
And sometimes
ultimately, you're making
twice.
it really easy for yourself.
Because sometimes for lunch I go out and go dip for a swim, you know, during
So
my
okay,
lunch
we know
break.
there's this job of yours gives you a lunch break. We know that much so far. That's a good
Oh
clue.
no, I've said too
That's a
much.
good that's a good clue.
No.
Perhaps it's
One of them
somewhere
fancy
that
jobs.
a union has
Fancy job.
been involved with at some point. Not to say right now it's a union house,
Look
but
at you,
at some
humble.
point because you get
Bragging
a lunch
about-
break, there was a union involved
Yeah,
somewhere
somebody
along the
else,
line that this became the
no.
norm.
And I also
can
get
delete-
Monday off.
Oh
We
my
can
God!
we
There's
can
fucking
delete the
days
job.
off.
Oh,
that
yeah.
Give Mondays off, or don't give Mondays off, and don't give lunch breaks. Delete them off the list.
You know what gets Monday off is priest.
Well,
Are you a
I'm
priest?
the Church of Gnome person.
Mondays are also theater dark days, and I want to say like many museums perhaps are closed on Mondays.
Are you a dark theater?
Yes.
Yeah, are you a theater?
Are you a
I
museum curator?
Yeah.
Am I the mail service? Maybe. Maybe. Am I a memorial? Maybe.
The
Because
mail
it's
service does
Memorial
not
Day.
have Mondays off, Christine.
Memorial
Wait, do
Day.
you mean every
Just
Monday
this
or just this Monday, which is a holiday?
I said this
Just-
Monday.
Oh, well, that's
You
not
You mean
literally could be
MALE or
not everybody.
MAIL? Which
Okay.
mail?
Yeah,
It is
yeah,
Memorial
exactly.
Day. I get Memorial Day off. Not every
Okay,
Monday.
so not every Monday.
Okay.
Okay, well, now
Okay.
I'm
So
back
you
to-
could
it could
work
be any-
for the mail, MAIL.
I could, or I could be a memorial museum mail person, or a bakery, as Cafe
or
Threads
you
have
could be
noticed.
a Memorial Day ad creator, a Memorial Day
you-
mattress sale ad creator. That Memorial Day is like, well, my work is done. I get the day
That's
is
it.
here. The sale, all of the ads have gone out.
Yes,
This is my
Do
day.
you own a coffee shop?
I
You
do.
don't get
It's
any
called
time
How
off
is
that.
Strange
Now.
Brews.
Yeah, how is Strange Brew
Coffee
Coffee
with an
doing?
S.
Strange Brew Coffee's doing quite well. We
Weird
will
Brew
be closed Memorial Day though, so. But the internet is always
Good.
open at
The
strangebrewcoffee.com.
internet's always open.
But if I
Noticed.
want Strange Brew Coffee on Memorial Day, can I somehow get a bag before then?
Not particularly.
No.
Next day shipping?
Well, people,
I don't.
No, because
Depends on where-
Bill's the one
Get out
that puts
of
it in the
luck.
box, and he's not doing.
I have to go.
Yeah.
No, you don't. All right.
All right, me too. I gotta go take kids places. So.
Don't
But
leave
that's all
me
news
here.
anyway. Nothing else happened.
Too
I
bad.
gotta go too.
Sorry, Dale. Just wait. We'll be here next week. Just wait.
Yeah,
until we
okay.
I'll
get
be
there.
sitting right here until next week.
Yeah, we'll be here next
Okay.
week. Okay,
The
yeah,
bottom,
that's what I
the
meant
bottom
to
of
use.
his screen is a toilet. He's just sitting on a toilet.
Yeah, it is.
His wife
It's
comes
a
in and
skibidi
feeds him,
unit.
hands him new toilet
Yeah.
paper every once in a while.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, bring it in. Good stuff. All right, guys. Well, we're out.